And hello, you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm about to begin a Final Fantasy XVI adventure. Can you believe they made 16 of these? What a journey it's been. I've spent the last year or so, in fact my entire streaming career was began with this idea in mind. I've been playing through all the Final Fantasies. I've got various buttons which I'll click on later in this stream. Sort of in preparation of this, mainly because I wanted to do it just to experience the older games as well, but we managed to play through quite a few before this got released. I played through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, and a few of the side ones as well. Mystic Quest, Adventure, but we hadn't quite done them all, so we'll have to continue our quest. But in the meantime, there is a brand new game here, and I'm gonna play it. Let's start a new game. I'm gonna go for that brightness, so I can actually see things. Even 9 might be better. It's going to be slightly darker for you than it is for me as well. Screen brightness is fine. The subtitles is on. All this is great. Let's go on to the next screen. Visual lots. Look at that. It's at the side of the screens. That's kind of a cool effect. As for accessibility, I think that's neat. So you can tell even if the action's going on and stuff like that. We'll leave it off. It's not for us. We're going to go for action focused rather than story focused. For the action, yes, let us go. I do have some like pre-order items, but I forgot to install it.
Moss the Chronicler, who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
I want to journey with 4 bears. And like, maybe less than 4 bears. 1 bear is pretty dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, it's only a ruddy phoenix. Look at those giant animals having a whale of a time. Oh, Fireball. It turns out I'm playing this as a computer game. I have an evade button as well. I can go woo. I can Fireball. I can go woo. Oh, I better evade. Oh, he's doing the thing. Oh, I evaded slightly too early, to be honest. Just do some foot. We're both fire though. So I'm playing on performance mode, I believe, and not graphics mode. I want to evade slightly later than that. Okay, we got away. Use our Phoenix powers. Do fireballs. These giant animals don't like each other at all. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, for the love of Clive. It's Year of Realm 873. Denisa Defile. In the Dalmatian Republic. They've got some sweet face tats. Ooh, that's cool.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
I've got sweet face tats too as well. Wow.
Let's get this done.
Use his magical powers. I might be a bit quiet. I hope not. I hope you can hear me. Hope you can hear me and the game. It's quite hard for me to tell.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I don't know if I'm going to be on this side of the screen. Or this side of the screen, you know.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just figuring out which side of the screen I want. To move Clive, I've got to do this. And to move the camera, I do this. There we go. Sweet, we can do both of those. Question mark. The main menu. Oh, at any time I can press that button and I can go into the configuration. So let's go do that. Transition. Option on the system tab includes wireless controller configuration as well as video, audio, and all the options. Let's save our game. There we go. Oh look, this is like a Pixel one. I remember the Pixel games. I played them not too long ago, to be honest. Oh, I'm literally like a minute in. I'm pretty sure it's linear though. When I leave this screen, I just want to make sure that it is on frame rate. Cool. Oh, I can change the volume here as well. That's good. All right.
We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for this. Please tell me if you can hear the music of the game and me at the same time. Specifically, like when they talk and if I talk over them, if you can hear me and them, that'd be. Please tell me, because I don't want to get the stream back and find out it's unlistenable.
Time to move.
No, I'm going to gently walk. It's just taught me. Learning how to run. You got to walk out. Learn how to walk. How you learn how to run. This armor looks well heavy. Also, hello, Greg. It's the Republican Army front lines. Oh, that guy's having a terrible day. He slice, he dice, but most importantly, he not very nice. Is a big meteor about to come down? Oh, they hate that blue goo.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
Where this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
There's a lot of people on screen. It's the Zernitra stronghold, the Nisa Defile.
Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
I'm too cool to help your cause.
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
You look sad. I'm having a great time.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Get it, she vapes. Is that Zidane from Final Fantasy IX?
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Hoka!
The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
No, it's literally only just begun.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Oh, we're establishing a lot. It's been a lovely movie so far. I'd love to hit something with a sword, though.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Oh, I get to do walking, which is like gameplay. Walking! I have a jump button. So yes, some of the I had this is all new to me. I did watch gameplay footage like several months ago, and then I stopped watching any more footage. But I do know that it's not the most JRPG. In fact, is it even a JRPG? Which is it even an RPG? I guess is what I'm actually asking. And I know there's been lots of discussions about like whether people, because I've never used that as a derogatory term, but people do.
And quick and deadly,
As always. Take the van.
Vans from Final Fantasy 12.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. Sort of Darmok's finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
and look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Juggalos! Punch! Stomp. Ooh, hello, Phoenix. Please tell me if you can hear me over the music. And look, of course, look out for giant boulders.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
No. It's swearing in my computer games. Oh, I won't have this. This is the John. I do the talking. Sometimes I talk while playing the computer games. He's fallen onto the ground, not having a great time. Haven't really had to heat anything yet. Just walked around. We've sort of set up the basic politics of the world. The Iron Bloods. I think this is us. We've got tats, sweet tats, sweet tats on our faces, and we're doing an army war. But like then we went into a room, and that room. Well, Clive wasn't in that room. This is Clive. Hello. And all the leaders are like, we're having a big war. You should help. And the other people in the room are like, I don't want to help because of reasons, political reasons. And then there was this large guy who I think is Titan, and there's a girl who's also like possibly one of the giant folk, and they've got a relationship. And it's kings and knights.
Gonna stand there.
But you know, the knight's giant magical fucking kaiju. Am I gonna have to turn my volume up slightly then when I get the chance? I'll do that. So I get the sense they're trying to tell a more mature story. And that means swearing. He's not going to be in the next game. Oh, it's a pretty good movie I get to watch here. Love to play.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I'm called Clive. Stop calling me Wyvern.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
He did actually say that. Oh, it's been pre-established. Not allowed to die. Oh, and you missed Phoenix. It was right at the start. Get up, Clive! Oh, that was adult Clive. We don't get to see adult Clive yet. We get to be Babby Clive first. Ah, it's the 13 summers earlier in that year in Rosalith in the Grand Duchy of Visaria. Oh, Visaria is in Final Fantasy 12.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables.
Yes, I'm...
Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
Yes.
Find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on.
Yes, and that's never going to be not true.
Don't give up now.
Doggo!
Two arms.
Yeah, most people have two arms.
The gallery.
They sell that dog as well. As a
Show me your form.
I'm not. Do you attack the Lord Commander? How? I couldn't possibly. Final Fantasy's RPGs, right? What's the first thing they teach you? Just the action buttons. I can do 4 attacks chained together, but I got to do them on the beat, right?
Keep up the pressure.
We're going to take you from behind. Ah, he defended himself. That was a success, though. The screen told me. Lock on. Lock off. Lock on. Lock on. Okay, force. I did the things. There are medieval times famous for everyone having fucking fabulous hair.
Swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spell?
And then in the 70s, we just forgot how to do that.
Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Are you sure? I may not do that, but that seems like a terrible idea. I will press the triangle button to cast fire. It's a ranged spell that can do the cool things. Fire!
I'm coming.
Are you sure? Big circle. Oh, I'm getting. Oh, he rolls.
Excellent.
Oh.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
Dodge roll!
Lord Rossfield.
Stay quick on your feet. R1 to evade, and evading an attack at a precise moment, it is dealt do make slow motion, and that can use triangle or circle. No, I'm square, even. Okay.
Not quite. How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
Oh, I did slow. Oops. I'm sure I dodged that.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Nice try. Good.
I did do the steppies. The John steppies.
Your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's armor.
Oh, I forgot what move it is.
But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest.
There's a movie. It's quite a famous one.
Blessed by the Phoenix.
I thought it was crap, but I think the director's cut is supposed to be good.
Call upon that power now to close on me.
But basically,
well, I'm waiting.
Let me pause the game. I cannot pause the game. I can pause the game. It's by a famous director and stuff. But basically, he's his mentor, who's obviously going to die later in the film, goes like, the blade isn't the only part of the sword you can use. Sometimes you could just whack him with a hilt, and it's like, that feels massively impractical, but okay, clearly that's going to come back later in the film, and it does come back. It's a rubbish film. Phoenix Shift. Blessings of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Name a more iconic feat. Press the circle to swiftly close. Both melee and range attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift. Okay, Phoenix Shift!
Would that all our shields could move so swiftly.
I was but a shadow.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished.
Got it.
Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Mend your wounds. I shall use a potion. Consumables, we can use those by the D-pad. Got to set it. I will use a potion. I used that. It's done now. I jump.
Do you think those wounds become you?
I'm using another fucking potion.
I'm waiting.
What? I'm fine. Oh.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice.
I think my volume is full.
Time for the test.
Need to turn the game down a little.
Recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Shit, what's all the buttons again?
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
The will gauge is all about will. He goes, yeah, doing pretty well. Indicates an opponent's will to fight back, break their spirit by landing attacks, strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
What? Ah, he didn't even teach me that one.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Okay. He's staggered. I already did a Rising Flame game. I'm way ahead of you. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as he can. R2 and Square to execute Rising Flames. Powerful iconic ability granted to Clive by the blessings of the Phoenix.
It's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Yay! I enjoyed the but with Latin. But with Latin.
He won! do it.
Aye.
Dog looks well happy.
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
What are you lot gawping at?
Oh, I hope that guy doesn't die.
Sure. I was just tired.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Phoenix's flames.
like, they're sort of having their cake and eating it by having him be, like, 2 ages at
My
once.
shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
Oh no, not a cough! That's terrible news in an anime.
The outdoors.
I'll be fine.
He's dying of it's not a cold. It's never. No one's ever had a cough in any media ever, and it just be a cold.
Father's back.
Hey.
How's the dog though?
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you.
Also, your medieval hair gel.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
I shan't press the button yet. It will. There'll be an appropriate time for the button. We're holding off on the button.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
Mums are tough, though. Oh, I need a Mums are tough button as well. I need all the buttons.
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
I could also do with the crisis score. Not if I can help it. Button as well. I'd love that. That would be a full screener, though.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
All right, Guildenstern.
We should join them.
I understand it might actually be physically impossible to put a sword on your back like that. Just because, like, you wouldn't be able to draw it out. Looks cool, though. Chocobo! The regal bird. I like, because, like, even though this is a very serious setting, it's just still funny as fuck to have giant chickens everywhere.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bay to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
God, somebody fucking loved Game of Thrones, didn't they?
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed!
We're going to make the most serious medieval drama we can, but we're going to have the most precocious fucking doggy on the planet at the same time.
Google.
Because I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but anime has a tone problem.
Where do you think you're going?
It's going to keep catching that butterfly. That dream of his. Just off in his own little world there. Sunrise, sunset. At the very least, there should be a button by now. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down the L3 and trust in your animal instincts to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with the shield.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Jump! Oh, his jump's rubbish. Ah. Although his prancing's amazing.
More refugees arrived today.
La la la, refugees, do. Okay, let's stop that, John.
All right.
Useful items can be found across the realm. Not a care in the world. By those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed on the items tab in the menu.
Get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for our heads. Right you are.
Oh, the dialogue is happening.
Well, this is it, lads. Time to put an end to their little crusade. And Rosaria's future will be secure.
La 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 la. Well, this is what I was finding earlier. My animal instincts tell me to go over there. Go banana! What's one of the Iron Bloods?
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. But I say to speak.
Oh no, he's had a tiny taste of power.
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
Also, you've got to pass it on the left-hand side.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
I live in a duchy myself.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
He sounds a tiny bit like the narrator from Stanley. Not that much, but a tiny bit. I'm not your enemy, I'm really not. Stanley. La 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 la. Indentured servitude. Do 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 do. You get to see the raid snail. The rarest snail. Let's open this door. Hello, raiders. Hello, grape smuggler. La 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 la. Just been raided.
Nice and quiet in here.
Ooh, hello, vodka and tonic. We're in the Down Gardens. Well, we like to get down.
There's Joshua.
There is Joshua. I'm playing in the garden right now, though. Not bad. I held off. They delivered this to my They delivered this to my neighbour, but my neighbour was wily enough to go, oh, John's gonna do a lot of knocking if I don't pass this on to him. So thankfully, it got passed on to the correct place. What am I doing? Oh, did it censor it down here? I'll stop. Oh, is he using magic to cut hedges? Does that not take away some of the fun of cutting hedges? I say, as a person who's never cut a hedge in his life. Whatever. What were you streaming, smuggler? Over there, that's the direction I must go.
Clive?
Are you worried about the war?
The soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
Someone needs to tussle his hair. What else?
I'm alright. I promise.
Okay, then.
You will put Joshua's comfort and safety before your own. Do you understand? Yes, Your Grace.
Some large gates and stiff levers. I've only played the first two Assassin's Creeds. Use the X to access them, and press R2 to push or pull. With all your might. Failed. It's it's too different. Not sure why that needed a special icon. Press button. What are these bits for? You should have, like, I don't know, a fridge over here, like a vending machine or something.
Good luck.
Yeah, that dog's not waving. Farewell, Toggle. Big chair. That's both my dads.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
Thank you for the raid again, by the way.
You can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake.
Their Alan wake.
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
We must
the Iron Kingdom.
Protect our supplies of hair gel.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath.
I've not heard that album.
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
He's called Rodney, it's his doggy name.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it.
Sorry,
Then you will join us at the Phoenix Gate.
10 Goodman is like a meme in Crusader Kings. There's a character called 10 Goodmen, so every time somebody goes, just get me 10 Goodmen, and we'll be able to do what you want.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to my father and my father figure, who I'm probably closer with because he's not a king.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Will say that's the coolest fuck coat he's got on. Hold a button for the active time lore. Yes, ATL as it's called. Feature compilation of the important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can be viewed during most cutscenes. Okay, but I've missed a bunch then. Oh, it's encyclopedia. Right, computer games ended. We're just going to spend 40 minutes reading the encyclopedia instead. We're in Rosalith Castle. It's situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith. It is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. The architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit the city beneath. It's the Grand Duchy of Rosaria? A nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm. With Rosalith as its capital, Rosaria was originally formed from a coalition of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Edwin Rosfield. Elwyn, sorry, not possessing a mother crystal of its... Oh, the mother button's going to get so much use in this game. The duchy, I'm still holding off. The duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over the possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west in the midst of the boiling sea. Elwyn, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership and his cool as fuck coat, both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good use in quelling the rebellious northern territories. With the mother crystals, the enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Vasilthea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word correctly. They are the source of all the crystals that people and twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the crystals cast even more potent for these reasons. Great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possessing their blessings. And the Iron Kingdom, also known as in the local tongue as I'm going to need to hear that pronounced out loud. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at the mother crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within, or without, its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Bloods and the neighbouring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with the outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. I don't know why I read it like that. We're in Rosalith Castle right now. And we can do it again. You can't stop me. Okay. Active time law. We don't have any RPG elements anymore, but we got a button that does law on command. Murdoch.
This war we mean to wage, it isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
I found it. I found a... What is this called? The little upside-down candelabra thing. Just candle again. War with the North. My spider sense tells me to go up there. Do any of these doors work? Not that one. Okay, spider sense needs to tell me the actual exit route. Whatever, I guess this is the run button. Doop doop doop. Tra-la-la-la-la. Right, before we go out, we're going to see how fucking shiny it is outside.
No messages, my lord.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It's so fucking bright. Oh, there we go. Mountain. Okay. The clouds are kind of low resolution. It's over there. Looking kind of blocky. Ooh. Ah, 4 out of 10. Clouds are too blocky. La 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 la. Can't press that button right now. I can't. We are in Rosalind Castle. Okay. It's a cup. Okay. John, stop that. Alright, but she is literally... No, fine. How am I going to know if there's new things?
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry.
He's got a terrible cough.
We'll watch over him.
Mm-hmm.
He is a youth of but 15 years. He's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
Just normal men.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again.
It's very Caitlin Jon Snow,
You know
this.
as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
Is Clive from a previous marriage? If only I had a button that brought up some more extra information. Ah, it just says the locations. I need like a bloopy bloop on the screen that tells me when there's actually new lore.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
It's the moon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last.
Music's great.
It never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
They must put so much goddamn effort into it, like actually making the hair in the game, like in the engines as well. Like, take it away until the hair looks amazing. But in Japanese, presumably. It's what the moon's for. I'm almost ashamed I don't have my anime hair. It's too hot for the hat right now. That and the dog. But the dog is like 90% floof, so hair technology was very important to them. As is the bird. I know it's a different type of floof.
Sorry, Ambrosia. I won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Let me ride the bird.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us
and shield the firebird's flame forevermore!
That would have been super embarrassing if they forgot the second part of that.
Open the gates!
Do it quickly, it's really tiring holding a sword like this. So, the coat that he's got on, like with the, like the sort of weird vest.
Allow me. I shall see her.
There's that in Final Fantasy XIV as well. All the weird medieval people have like very long boots on and arm boots, whatever they're called, gloves, I guess.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
West comedy sidekicks.
Sir Tyler.
Were they the ones that made comments before?
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
If anything bad happens to Wade and Tyler, I'll burn everything.
The crystals go with us.
A map? There's where we are. That's where Clive is. The world map displays all the locations indicated by the glowing pins. Currently available to Clive via fast travel. I want to go across the sea. Let's look at all this freedom I have. All the choice. I can go anywhere. Okay, fine. We'll go to Stillwind. There was a time, not long ago, that the songs of civilization echoed through Stillwind's knotted boughs. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. And that, as they say, is that. No, you got. If you want to travel, you got to commit. You got to commit. Oh, I'm not quite ready to commit. I've changed my mind. Yeah, there we go. Trees. It's the Grand Duchy of Rosario. Oh, hang on. So wait, new fucking law. Okay, so wait. The loyal shield of Rosario, chosen by Lord Commander Rodney Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind. Once but a low-born page, Wade was inspired to join the ranks after a wood pile fell on him and his life was saved by young Joshua. Sir Tyler, the loyal shield of Rosario and scion of a noble family, Tyler followed in his father's footsteps in entering the service of the duchy, rising to the position of the right-hand man to the Lord Commander. He was chosen by the Lord Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind, a level head who could be trusted not only to obey the young Lord Marquess's orders... Marquess? What is in Marquis S? And keep him safe, but to help keep the fiery Sir Wade in line. Why didn't I get to learn about Marquess? Stillwind Marsh. An area of the swampland that stretches northeast from Rosalith Castle. The Otter village could once be found here, but nothing to compare to the lively settlements that line the main roads of the realm, and with the encroachment of the blight, the creatures driven before it, even the scant settlements would soon deserted. Goblins, a common species of beastman. While at first glance they may seem like mindless predators, goblins have their own unique language and are skilled enough to both cast magics and make rudimentary tools and weapons. While mostly found on the continent of Storm, the spread of the blight has forced them to find homes nearby human settlements, a move that oft ends in misunderstanding and bloodshed. Yeah, well, thank you for joining me. There'll be a lot more of this game. What time is it as well? It's only 12, so I'll probably do another couple hours at least. Might turn the sound down in the game. It's likely.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Lost in the fog. Dogs lost in the fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one of the 5 timely accessories, for example. The Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex combos only using square and timely focus. Yeah. It's, Oops, didn't want to do any of those. The Attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, ability, and gear. Oh, we've got an oath. It's a... Upon joining the ducal army, all future shields receive a longsword. Not only serves as their weapon, but represents the oath they will take to defend Rosaria and her people. No, oh, you can't see it, but the party members are all chibi pixel folk. I'm covering up right now. Anyway, the blade of the particular weapon is approximately a hand shorter than those used by most, making it more suitable for a squire not yet fully grown. We have the Rosarian belt, designed for keeping one's trousers in place than stopping the head of an axe. Those expecting any discernible protection from this basic accessory will be sorely disappointed. And we don't have anything else. What about the other two people? There's my level, there's my ability points. We might be able to... This is the items tab. We can list all the non-gear items in Clive's possession, including used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used any time from this tab. They can be assigned by doing the things. I have a tonic. What does it do? A wave of euphoria induced by this foul-smelling brew grants those who drink it the illusions of invulnerability is widely consumed by soldiers seeking to toughen their own hides, however briefly. It increases defense for 30% for 90 seconds. Big potion, potent infusions of common herbs found growing throughout Valisthea. High potions are administered to seriously injured frontline soldiers when infirmary treatment is impractical. See, it's... How loud is it now? See, if I do turn it down, I've got to be super subtle. It's going to be a tiny bit. Potion. Curative infusions of common herbs found growing throughout Valisthea. Potions are administered to most frontline soldiers as a magical alternative to the Barber's Blade. Okay. 20% magic HP, 40%. Okay. We have a journal. Lost in the fog. It's a journal. Bade by his father, the Archduke, to address the reports of the ever-spreading plight. Having driven a horde of goblins into Rosarian territory, Clive journeys to the swamps of Stilhwind, accompanied by a pair of loyal shields of the duchy. I mean, these are the ones we did already. As the duchy readies itself for war with the Iron Kingdom, the most bitter and long-standing of rivals, so too does Clive prepare for his duty as first shield for Rosaria to protect and serve his brother Joshua, dominant of the Phoenix. It is the year 860, with the coming of the spring, does Green once again return to the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. In the baileys of Roslif Castle, men who have sworn their swords to the company train in anticipation of coming conflict, and it is here that one young man in particular endeavours to prove himself worthy of the one he loves, to kill Dominant, as dawn breaks over the nice to defile in 873rd year of the Valisthean calendar. The armies of Dalmacair and the Iron Kingdom gather. The icons, Titan of the Republic and Shiva of the Orthodoxy, make ready to take the field. Meanwhile, high above it all, a small party of branded assassins survey the battlefield like hawks in search of prey. When a flame summoned, the night burns red as twin titans clash. Dressed in flame, they vie for dominance, one a beacon of hope, the other an aberration, an affront to the very laws of nature. There is no room in this world for both, for there can only be one icon of fire. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, this is where we were. Can we just teleport any time then? With our attributes. Our gear and icon. Oh, new screen has just dropped. Gear and icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to the available slots. Oath and built. We read that already. What's this one? Gear and icons. Okay, I don't quite get it yet. Abilities. Oh shit. The ability points can be spent in the abilities tab to acquire new abilities, as well as upgrade existing ones. If you're unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all abilities and try again, so there is no penalty for doing so. Details of each ability and feat can be viewed by selecting its icon. Sword, it does dealing damage, and one is about, the other one is about breaking the will. I will return, like in a minute or so. I'll be right back. Now, I'd like you to point at the abilities game, not necessarily tell me what they are. So we have the Rising Flames. Summon a fiery wing that deals damage, can launch lighter enemies into the air. We can upgrade this if we want. We have Phoenix Shift. Let's use the Blessing of the Phoenix to close the gap. Do I have sound? I do have sound. Lovely. The gap between the target. Both melee attacks and magic shots can be dealt while shifting. Yes, we learned these. Well, it does the where the different assets move at different speeds. We have magic. With triangle. Aerial attack. With square. Melee. Yeah, we've mastered all these. Dodge. Jump. Precision dodge. Oh, he does a little twirl. Do we not? We've learned that we've not mastered it. Charged magic for 20. That would be pretty good. Okay. We could have a stomp. And look at that. Is that a goblin? And you can double jump off an enemy. Neat. Swift recovery. Okay, that's going to be a hard one to remember how to do, but what does R1 normally do? Taunt. Oh. Yeah. Burning Blade, that seems like a good idea. I like that one. Down thrust, X, that's going to require some memorization, as is that. They're probably good, but learning how to, you know, I want to learn the abilities before I add more abilities on. So, that one makes sense, as does that, but like... So, holding... I'm going to take that and that, so you hold square, hold triangle, they're both sort of the same thing. Ooh. There we go. And we do a fireball. We can hold the fireball.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
That's... Gobbos. Oh, you stepping on a twig, you fool. Oh, they've got no noses.
With me.
Do I get to play computer games? Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magical explosion that deals significant will damage. Okay, triangle after square. Yay! How are they muggers? Oh, I did a stab.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
Oh, they're kind of cute. Jump. Make sure I don't miss anything. That's the correct direction, so I'm going to go over here first.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
Maybe... Oh, I'm going to check it out. Strength tonic. Fair enough, it was just... cool place I could go. More gobbos?
There's more.
Some enemies will drop gil and items upon defeat. Loot is gathered automatically by going to glitchy places. The button, it doesn't... So I'm actually in the way of the buttons right now. So it tells me there, which... When I do the Phoenix shift, it tells me the tab buttons. Which is neat. But obviously I'm covering up. Possibly more better to cover the other side, but like... Yeah, I'm kind of liking this position. So where are we going backwards? What are the symbols on the top left above Clive? I mean... Actually, I see sparklies, don't I? We were in here before. Strength tonic. It's been a while since we saved. Oh. Yeah, we don't need the high potion yet. The wave of euphoria induced in this foul-smelling brew, it's the same as the stone sing. Delusions of power, widely consumed by soldiers seeking to bolster their sword arms, however briefly. Circle and X. Deary's Bud Tower. Gobos!
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slings. And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here. Down with you! Farewell!
This one nicely.
He scarcely
didn't do great then, to be honest. We've got to get used to it.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
I'm gonna hit him with a sword.
He's the leader. Oh, we'll have to take care
Those
of
little
his
hats.
followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask.
Oh, it sounds like a Final Fantasy VIII song.
He's worthy of song. And then there was one.
Shit! He's invited a friend! On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes.
Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts, and often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the blessing of the Phoenix not only to deal considered damage to the enemies, but also to break their wheels. Breaking enemies' will can stagger it, leaving it unable to act and vulnerable to attacks.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. Tell me twice.
I only do, because I did not move out of the way. Partially staggered, the will gauge was reduced to 50, creating a short opening, which... Let's go, I guess. Completely reducing an enemy's will gauge was staggered. Extra damage dealt during this thing. Maximum of 150% total damage dealt during this time displayed on the enemies. I'm doing really crap at dodging. Gag is slain. I did awful. To the victor go the spoils. Cool, hope that heals me. We are level 6. Hard leather. Following important battles, separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on the performance and may include gear and stuff. I like that you can read the thing here. Elden Ring should have had that. Though at first glance this modest wrist piece might appear an uncomfortable fit for those cursed with fleshy forearms. Upon further inspection, one would be relieved to discover the band incomplete, affording its wearer a modicum of comfort, be he swine or starveling.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped in the gear menu. Go into the menu, do the things. I'm a bit worried about my health. There you go, more defense. Yes, these are to help you out if you're struggling with the game. So we shall not be pressing any of those. 82. Taunt. With recovery, it's probably a good idea. We'll take swift. Take down thrust. X and square in the air. We'll take jump as well, because why not? Oh, he's got all his health back. Awesome.
There he is.
Cheeky game, not letting me fireball him.
Damn it! This ends now. What's in there?
More ball.
It's far south. Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite. That reeks! I said stay away from its mouth! Nice try. guess as good as mine. Don't!
When the screen flashes blue, like this, press square before time runs out to deliver a devastating blow.
Now! Before it recovers!
Won't be gone for long. I cannot fall here.
Red R1. How am I going to remember that? The fucking hell.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Let me attend to your wounds. I think we made it angry.
I'd rather we made it die.
Probably going to need to use that version. We have Slade. Live it up, baby.